What's up, everybody? It's Dan Greer with Forge coming at you for your 5-minute pep talk. It's Friday, and today we're going to be chatting all about lessons from the trench. Today, I'm going to be telling you about what I learned running a blade and how I learned more learning how to operate that blade and run that blade than I ever did in a boardroom when it comes to grit and grease. Definitely grease. Okay, so let's jump right into it. I learned so much when I first learned how to operate a blade. Now, if you get my book, you actually tell a story, and this is actually a picture from my book. I created that image. How freaking cool is that? I know. Who knew that I could do that? Anyways, I digress. Super cool. Super impressed. Super happy to be able to share that with you. Yeah, it's a picture book too. So those who say they don't read books without pictures, you can still read Grit, Grease, and Grace by Dan Greer, because guess what? It's got pictures in it now. I was like, I can't have a book that don't have pictures in it. People ain't gonna read it. I'm teasing, but I like pictures add to it. So anyways, I digress. I learned a lot of lessons from the trenches. And one of the things I learned was when I first learned how to operate a blade, it was not the way you would typically learn how to do it, right? A lot of times you go to training, they train you, you get it done. I trained by being sent out with somebody else who ran a blade, and multiple people. Actually, I learned from like 10 different people on how to run a blade. And there were times that I would literally sit in the truck and watch what they're doing and try to pick up what they're doing. There are times that I would stand on the edge of the blade while they ran it and hold on tight, watching them run it. And there were times that I would run the blade and they would watch me and then they would correct me. Right? And they'd be like, oh yeah, you did this wrong. You did this wrong. You did this wrong. And some of the guys were really, really good. Some of them were great teachers. Some of them were great instructors. And they were able to give me little pieces and tidbits of guidance. And other of them, they didn't say a damn word. They were just like, do your thing. And then I'd screw up and they'd go back and they'd talk crap about me. Oh, you did this and this and this. Well, tell me what I'm doing wrong so I can improve, right? You see that a lot. There's so much you can learn when you watch other people. There's so much you can learn from the trenches that you can't learn from a diploma. How many kids graduate college? I literally had this conversation with somebody today who's got a year left in college. And I asked her, I was like, I asked her, I said, so what's your plan after you get out of school? Like, what's the end goal? And she goes, get a job. Great. Doing what? Right? That is a horrible goal. Just get a job? Hell, you can have a job right now. I'm hiring. Lots of people are hiring, right? You can have a job. No. I guess I want a job doing this. Oh, cool. It'd be really cool if I had a job doing this. Great. What are you doing to get yourself there, to get yourself set up to do that? How are you moving forward to do that? Like, those were questions I asked her. And she's like, well, I'm just in school right now. Well, you're setting yourself up for fail, sweetheart. You're going to fail. You know why? Because you're not preparing for the future. If you want to be a marine biology or chemical engineering and marine, then you need to start working with somebody in seas who works in the ocean, in marine life, and you can do chemical engineering there. You should be giving your time to them during college, after school, on the weekends, during the summer. You should be there and you should be working with them. You should be screwing around and pissing away your life. You should be putting in the work. You should be putting in the reps to get there. Because here's what's going to happen. I know this other kid, he literally wanted to get into wind engineering out of high school. He's like, I want to be an engineer and I want to get into renewable energy because it's going to be around for a while. And I'm like, that's a great way to go. Okay. So what did he do? He goes to school in his freshman year of college. He gets a job interning for a company, right? For the entire summer. He leaves them at the end of the summer, goes back to school, focuses on school. The end of school, 1st of May, whenever he gets out of college that year, goes back and interns with him again. He doesn't take any time off during the summer. The kid graduates college 4 years later, and he's got 3 offers. And of course, the company he's been interning with wants him to work for him. And he starts off making good money right out of school. He set himself up for success. He did the hard things to get there. He got forged in the process. Compared to this other person who's not getting forged. They're coasting. Right? You have an option every day. Am I going to get forged or am I going to coach? Do I want to learn a new skill or do I want to just keep sticking with what I already know? What are you going to do? It's your choice. That's your 5-minute uptick. Grab a copy of my book, realdangreer.com. Just got a new website for it, grease.com too. We'll try to throw in the link or something. Catch you guys later.